hello, and happy holidays to everyone. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Anthony and Larry Play. I am your host, Anthony Gamer, and I'm your co-host, Larry the Lion. And today we're going to be playing the Atari 5200 prototype miniature golf. Now, what you're looking at here is a mock-up box that was created for this unreleased game. Now, a careful and educated eye will recognize right away that this was the artwork that was used for the ill-fated miniature golf game for the Atari 2600 that was canceled after it was released because of the fact that nobody could figure out how to play the darn thing. I think there were other reasons, but I have to agree with you on that one. However, a gentleman created a cool hack of it that makes the game a lot easier, but we're not talking about that today. So before we get started, here's a little bit of background history on this lost prototype. And we're taking this directly from AtariProtos.com, a big supporter of our channel. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Definitely. And love going to that website because we always find something that we hadn't read before. Yep. Okay, now this game actually started out life as an Apple IIe game created by Steve Baker, and he decided to port it to the 5200. Now, since the original Apple IIe version was done in Apple's high-res mode, Steve was forced to use a similar mode on the 5200. The result is a game with very detailed graphics, but strange colors. This is due to the limited color palette in the 5200's high-res mode and the use of a technique called artifacting. Artifacting allows the programmer to produce extra colors by only using half of the color clock, but these colors are often not very pleasing to the eye, such as bright purples and dull green. One other aspect of the game that's quite interesting is the obstacles. Because you got to really use your imagination to figure out what they are. Yep. Now, according to Matt Reichert, the creator and proprietor of Atari Protos, obstacles are often represented by lines or odd shapes, and it can take some imagination to figure out how the ball will react to them. Some obstacles will allow the ball to move through, but will radically alter its direction, while other obstacles will reflect the ball in odd directions. Besides the physical obstacles, there are several elemental traps to watch out for, such as fire pits and water hazards. Okay, now for the million-dollar question, which is what? Why was the game canceled? Okay, so that's a good question. Of course, with anything in the 5200, we can always blame the video game crash. I think according to Matt, Atari wasn't that crazy about it. They didn't like the fact that it didn't have enough colors. But again, there was nothing much Steve could do about it. Another one of his games was actually shelved too, and that was his Backgammon SB. So that were the main reasons that were given. But, unfortunately, I think some people really missed out on a great game, and that's one of the reasons why we are going to be playing it today. Okay, enough of the history lesson. Let's get into the game. Okay, then. So how we're going to play this is we're going to take turns. And whoever has the lowest score, as it is in miniature golf at the end, will be the winner. So, are you ready to play? Yep. Also, don't forget, we're playing this on the 5200. And you only need one controller, which is good because a lot of us only have one functioning 5200 controller. Yep. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. Now, you go first, correct? Yep, that's me. I'm the solid ball, and you're the hollow ball. So we're at hole 1, par 3. All right, so here we go. It's taking a while to load, isn't it? Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, here we go. I'm first. Oh, no, not in that hole. Oh, shoo. Yeah, because if you get it in that hole there on the side, it goes right back to the beginning. Now, while Larry's teeing off, I'll let you guys know how this game works. You actually use the pound and the star on the keyboard. You don't even... Oh, poor Larry. Ah, darn it. Yeah, you don't use the joystick at all. You use the keypad. And as I said, you use the star and the pound to rotate your shot, and then you use the number keys for the strength of your shot. Yep, okay, here we go. No, please don't go in there again, please. And, okay, my shot. Let's see if I can get it in. I hope so. I'll be really embarrassed if I don't. And I did. Show off. My turn. Oh, come on. Now, sometimes learning the perspective here is a little tricky because it looks like those are... You can't tell if those are swirling down or swirling up. So one of the challenges of this game is just figuring out... Okay, there we are. So I got 3, you got 5. And I'm even par and you're +2. Yeah. So, again, part of it is sometimes figuring out what the obstacles are. And a lot of times you learn it the hard way. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Oh, that was great. Right back to where I started. Alright, my turn. Oops. Sometimes I panic and I hit the wrong button. Yep. You did a little better than me. Oh. Top that one. Yeah, I bet I will. Yeah, it looks like those are kind of like dips or, Oh, come on. Here we go. Oh, man, not enough. Meanwhile, back at Larry's ranch. And I got it. Alright, one of these days now. Again, like I said, you have that perspective to work on, whether it's going up or down or what. Again, it's really using your imagination. Imagination this. Don't feel bad. I'm sure there's going to be a hole where I get really lost on too, because... Oh, okay, so I'm +1 and you're +5. Ugh. I'm going to be careful. Watch out for the water trap. You're the one going first. Oh, yeah, but still, I'm just warning you that is actually moving water, and you hit that, and it's kind of like a water trap in real golf. Oh! You were saying... Nice shot, dude. Alright, let's try lining this up again. Ooh, perfect. Okay, now can I get past them? That's the $1 million question. Ooh, nice one. Can I do it? Nope, right in the drink. That was luck. Nah, that was skill. And I did it. Alright, I'm +3, you're +5. So I'm unfortunately catching up to you. Hole number 4, par 4. So let's see what happens next. Interesting. Okay, here's my shot. Even with the simplicity of the graphics and stuff and the colors, I still love this game. Yeah, me too, but then again, you like anything that's golf related. Yep. Have you ever found a golf game you don't like? Yeah, I did recently. That's Outlaw Golf 2 for PS2. Hate it. Looks like that's an uphill, a little bit of an up incline there, like it's on top of a little anthill, kind of looks like. I get that impression. I'll put a little more power, I guess, behind the shot. Not too much. Poopy. So why didn't you like that game? Basically, for one thing, it was pretty much made for shock value. And lucky shot. Anyway, it was made for shock value, and they focused way too much on that, and it just took away from the actual fun of the game. I'll circle the drain, but I didn't go in. And it, on most golf games, it kind of gives you like a hint of, okay, there we go. Oh, we're even. It kind of gives you a hint on most golf games of where, the suggested power, and every time you use that on that game, it's always wrong. Ooh, nice one. I think, I don't know what that thing is there, but it's almost like it's a gutter that makes the ball go like perfectly straight. And there you go. Sure is bouncy in there. But I mean, the same thing can kind of be said for Amateur League Golf, that PC game that came out in the early 2000s. But at least that game would give you realistic information, like when it would suggest a particular shot, when you did that, it would actually go in there. Alright, here we go. Same hole. Okay, so you're up on the next layer. Now I just gotta sink it, I think. Yep. Can I do it? Yep. Your shot. All right. But it's basically, the same concept as Amateur League. Oop, not good enough. I think that's solid there. I think you actually gotta get it from that other spot there, because I think that part is solid. Oh, lucky shot. All right, so you're plus 5 and I'm plus 4. I got a feeling these scores are not going to get a whole lot better, but, we're not, professionals. So. Now, I did just get a really cool miniature golf VR game for Christmas, and I've already recorded some game footage on that, so that's going to definitely be used in my next golf game episode, whenever that is. Yeah, it's been a while since you've done one of those. Yeah, it has been. Ooh, nice shot. I'll tell you that Everybody's Golf VR is just so much fun. Yeah, but your wife wasn't too crazy when you downloaded some of those new caddies. Well, I didn't download them. I actually had to purchase them, but no, she wasn't too crazy. She's like, why didn't you buy the man? I was like, why would I want to? Oh, poopy. All right, there it went in. Now I'm 6 and you're 5. Yep. Okay, some of them are sinkholes and some of them are, I guess, mountains or whatever. Imagination. Yep. And, oh, dagnabbit. Oh, come on. My turn. Oh, lucky shot. Are you going to say that every time I do well? Yeah, when it's an obvious lucky shot, I'm going to. Okay, here we go. Nice and steady. Yep. All right, my shot. Oh. Yeah, calm down. Remember, it's a family channel. Okay, so I'm +6 and you're +3. Ugh. Oh, here's that water trap again. I don't know if that's such a good idea to have a blatantly a water trap like that in mini golf. I mean, what if a kid falls in it? Okay, come on, nice and steady, steady. Ooh, yes, down, down, down. Bing, bing, bing. Ricochet rabbit. Nice and steady. Go for a nice angle here. Okay, not bad. Oh, please don't go in the water. Please don't go in the water. Oh, no. Yep, right in the water you go. Oh, shut up. Now remember, Larry, this is a family channel. Ha ha ha. Oh, and I think I'm going to get back those points that I'm behind. Oh, come on. All right. Yep. Oh, come on. Gotta go up the hill. Yeah, for a second there I thought it was down, but gotta remember the perspective here. Finally. All right, my turn. And I'm in. Okay. Oh no, I'm shooting +10 and you're +7. Oh boy. Gotta get those points back. Nice one. My turn. All right. Oh, poopy. It's a good thing you don't have like top, playing plays with Red, because I don't know if he'd be able to control his language. Yeah, that's true. Ooh, nice one. Okay. Ugh, I'm +10, you're 6. So next we got hole number 10. Par 4. Oh no, not this one. Ugh. Oh yeah, that fan is just annoying. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. I think that's supposed to be a windmill. I don't know what the heck that is. Stop. What are those walls made of? Rubber? Something like that. I don't know. Some of them are more bouncy than others. Oh, come on. Anybody wonders why our scores aren't the greatest? It's because of holes like this. You ever take your kids mini golf? Oh yeah, but I gotta worry. Keep an eye on them though, because one time, my one son, who will remain anonymous, tried to eat the ball. Yep. How about you? No, I've never tried to eat a ball. No. I mean, have you ever taken your daughter mini golf? Oh yeah, I got some really cool pictures of when she was like 5 or 6 when we went to Zale Park there in Valpo. The one with the giant dragon. Well, come on. Make up your mind. Ooh. Gotta be some kind of trick on this hole. I think we're just trying too hard. Ah, darn it. What happened there? I did a panic swing. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Ugh, there goes both our scores. Now who has the least bad of the two scores? If any of you guys know of any better ways to get past this hole, let us know in the comment section below. This is getting quite annoying. Both of our scores are not going to be pretty after this one. Okay. But yeah, I mean, Matt Reichard on Atari Protos pretty much said, good luck getting par on some of these holes. I think he was referring to this one. Okay, please get in the hole. I'm just afraid to see my score. Oh. Okay, your shot. All right, here we go. All right, I'm plus 15 and you're plus 11. Ugh. Hole 11, 7 to go. At least there's no water in this one. Your shot. Yep. Also, while Larry's teeing off now, if you happen to have a working 5200 and, well, that was cool. But you may only have one working controller. Don't worry, because you can actually, you only need one controller to play this. After you take your shot, you just pass the controller to your opponent. Of course, you can actually purchase. Oh. Come on. Oh, that just isn't cool. You can't actually, if you don't have a 5200 multi-cart, you can actually go to AtariAge.com, and if you have the ROM, they will put the ROM on a card for you, so you can actually play it on your 5200 if you like. Oh, got it. Ah, come on. Or you can just do an emulator. Yep, like we are right now. We're playing this on an actual emulator, so. Alright, plus 15, plus 13. You're still winning. There's still some to go. Oh no, another water trap. Yeah, you didn't think there was just going to be a few. This game loves water traps. My turn. Well, that's what you call a tap there. Come on, get it hard. That's the only way you get past that. Oh, gotta hit it hard, man. Ah, darn it. That's the only way you get past that. You gotta really smack it. Oh, come on. Oh, I got it past. I did it. Gravity was on my side. Okay, here we go. Okay, there I go. Come on, in the hole. think the light on the side is trying to simulate, that it's a downhill slope, I guess. So one of the joys of this game is just kind of using your imagination and trying to figure out the slope and all that. You ever been to a mini golf place with slope? Yeah, a couple times. Generally, sloping isn't really an issue with most mini golf. It's just usually windmills and stuff like that, and then bouncing off stuff. I've never even seen water traps at mini golf, so. Okay, come on. Oh, Lord. All right, so 19 and 15. We're on hole 13, par 4. Okay, then. Which hole is the hole? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Now, in case some of you are wondering, they do repeat holes in this game. Oh, that was the right. Okay, you got closest. Oh, yeah. Now, in case you're wondering, this game does seem to repeat the holes, but in different orders. I think it's just random. I think about the only thing that changes is the color. All right. That was good. 13 and 13. We're dead even again. Okay, hole 14, par 4. Yes, the maze. Yep. Yeah, I remember when I was in middle school, that's where I first learned about golf, period. In gym class, they took us outside and we batted some balls around, using, I think, a 9-iron. I'm pretty sure that's what the club was. I mean, we all had the same club. It was like a putter like you would use on it was like a putter that you would use at a mini golf. I don't know if I was any good at it or not. I really would love to do golf in real life. I was telling my brother-in-law that at Christmas that I love golf and I know quite a bit about it. I just have never physically played real golf. I would love to learn. Yeah, you got to get a set of clubs. Yeah, that's true. Of course, don't get like a really good one. Oh no, I'm going to probably pick up something to flea market because, I mean, well, come on, ball, stop bouncing. Hey, that was my ball. Worry about your own. I'm just saying, it was kind of... Oh. Alright, smart guy, let's see how long it takes you to get in there. Ah. Remember when I lived in Valpo, there was a guy... Ooh, nice one. There was a guy that lived off the beaten path, and he had a weekly yard sale. Ooh. Oh, man. 21 to 15. Yikes. And he had a weekly yard sale, it seemed, and the only thing he seemed to have in front of his house was a bunch of golf clubs. Bags of golf clubs. Back then I hadn't really thought much about playing, so I didn't, pick up any. Wish I had now. Oh, man. The deep holes. Alright, my turn. Stop. Ooh. Nice one. Oh, come on. Ooh. Okay, so 21 to 14. Oh boy. And 16, par 4. Speaking of mini golf, it's one of the coolest mini golf things I ever saw. Now, I never played it, and I don't even know if it's there anymore, but they had indoor mini golf at the mall. And it was neat because, like, I think the balls and that was interesting. Stop. Well, it did. Anyway, the balls like glowed in the dark and stuff. I never did do that. Oh, yes. Is it still there? I don't know. I haven't been. Well, last time I went to the mall, I didn't go. It's right there by the bathroom. Those really nice bathrooms that they have right by the corporate offices. Oh, come on. All right, I am plus 19. You're plus 14. So you never went there? No, like I said, I thought about it. And I remember when I was real little. Well, not real little, because I remember it pretty well. On the other side of town, they had an outdoor putt-putt range way back in the day. And it was on the east side of town, on 30 going towards Valpo. They had one there, but that was, that had to be at least 40 years ago. Ooh. Oh, darn it. Oh, come on. This is getting ridiculous. I said I took JoJo to Zale Park when she was little. Oh. And I remember back when I was in high school, it was called Wright's Barnyard. And one of my friends actually flooded the mini golf heat because they were all connected, all the paths. And he actually flooded them. And I can say that now because I'm sure the statute of limitations have run out. Ooh, here we go. 19 and 18, and it's hole 18, par 4. Somewhere else you haven't been in a while. Oh, yeah, I haven't been to Zao Island in years. Well, this is the last hole, so... poopy. Whoa. Oh, yeah, whoa. That's what I keep telling the ball. Blue ball go down the hole. Look, Daddy, rocket ship. That had to be like one of the funniest of all Tiny Toon Adventures. Oh, yeah. All those Baby Plucky ones were funny. Oh, come on. Yes. Oh, oh. And final score is I got 20, you got 21. I won by 1 point. Hooray! Well, looks like you won. Well, it was 1 point. It's not like it was a massacre or anything. Yeah, it was close, but we had a lot of fun. Oh, we sure did. Well, that wraps up today's episode of Anthony and Larry Play. We really hope you all enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please let us know by giving us a great big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to click that little bell icon down there so you'll be notified when we upload new episodes. Also, please follow us on all our social media platforms. And don't forget to check out my blog spot as well as my Jeopardy Labs. I have some Jeopardy games on there. Not just for gaming, but also for education, like English 10, English 12, physics, and government. All right. Well, until next time, I'm Anthony Gamer, and I'm Larry the Lion, and we will see you all in the next edition of Anthony and Larry Play. Have yourselves a great holiday, and be safe out there on New Year's Eve. Bye. Bye, everyone.